We're doing our first Parkbench interview, and I'm here with Mark, Robin, and Skylar Fisher, owners of the Fischin Saloon here in Medical Lake, 114 East Lake Street, downtown Medical Lake. I'm Matt Raby with Kelly Wright Real Estate, and we're going to kind of get to know these guys, and I hope that they can shed some light on to some awesome things that have been going on here at the Fischin Saloon now that they're the owners. The Fishers, it's a family-owned business, so maybe kind of introduce yourselves.
I'm Robin Fisher, the wife and stepmom.
The boss, the matriarch.
The matriarch of the family.
Mark Fisher, recently retired Air Force.
Skylar Fisher, I'm the son.
Nice, and you guys chose Medical Lake for this, so what's kind of one of your favorite things about Medical Lake out here in the community?
For me, Medical Lake is a true community. It's a neighborhood, and that's what I really like about it. I grew up in a small town, and Medical Lake is a small town where people take care of each other and they know each other, and that's what really attracts me to this area.
I'd have to say a lot of the same. I just love the community. The very first week I lived here, I was invited to, play trivia right here under the old ownership, and people just immediately took me in, and they feel like family, and they make you feel like family. So we want to make people feel like family.
Yeah, very welcoming. That's awesome.
I think for me, I grew up on base and grew up in military life, and it kind of feels like that same sort of community when you're here. People hold the door for you, they say please, they say thank you. I really like having that.
Yeah, that veteran and that military feel that there's a lot of, like Mark here, there's a lot of active and retired military, so that's cool. So family-run business, who's doing what as far as the Fischin Saloon goes?
Yeah, it's kind of everybody's a jack of all trades, but officially Skylar's the bar manager, and he does the bulk of the day-to-day operations. He manages the staff, the ordering, the inventory, answers to me as the owner for any, all my stupid questions because I'm still learning the business.
Yeah.
My role is more on the business side, taking care of books, and just kind of making sure that when people need things that we can get it for them.
Great.
And, yeah, because he's got the finance background. I have more of a restaurant management type background and server. I've done every role in a bar and a restaurant, so I've enjoyed that on top of other marketing and advertising careers. So I help Skylar with some of the marketing. He does the bulk of it for the nighttime entertainment, and he books all the events and comes up with all of the specials and the things that we do nightly. And then every once in a while I just throw in a special night that might not be, or I kind of help with some of the promotion, and I create the menus and I work with the staff. I just do whatever I can to keep things going behind the scenes. And then of course Skylar, he's got his background also in bar.
Yeah, I'm basically just doing anything that looks like it needs to be done.
The jack of all trades.
I try to, yeah. And actually, in addition to the three of us, we have two other family members that work here as well. They come in and bartend and kind of clean and do anything that they need to do as well. So we really are family owned.
So how many employees would you say you had?
I think we have 9 total.
Okay. What's it take to be, a good host? You see somebody behind the counter here, or coming to your table. What do you look for in a good host?
I want them to make everybody that walks in feel like their family as well. So feel like it doesn't matter if you've been coming to this bar for 30 years, you've been here 30 seconds. I want you to feel that like you're just as welcome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
no, definitely, I agree with Skylar on that. And I think the other one is that we listen and pay attention to what the customers needs, what they need, what they want, what they like, what they don't like. So, like with this remodel, we paid attention to some of the things they were saying they wanted. We can't always incorporate everything, but we do want to make sure they realize that they're a valued customer, not just someone who's here to buy a beer.
Perfect. What's the most challenging aspect of being a bar owner?
For me, is trying to accommodate everyone, because we do have a wide variety of age groups and ranges and interests that come in here, and trying to listen and accommodate to as best we can to everybody else is really the most difficult part for me.
Yeah, you want everybody to have a good time.
Because at any one time you can come in here and it will range from, the 21-year-olds that, it's their first bar and they're like all excited to come in, all the way up to, we have a customer here who comes in every day and he's 94 years old, sitting at the bar, and he's just, wonderful. So you're gonna see such a wide range, but that also means they have a wide range of interests. So it can be challenging, but it's also, it makes us unique and fun.
And so you're trying to generate a lot of different interest. Tell us about some of the updates and the upgrades and things you've done to the building itself.
Well, when we first bought the building, we only had 2 days to get ready to open, so we did a lot of demolition work.
Mhm.
We took down an overhead cabinet that just kind of hung over the bar. And,
Open things up.
yep, opened it up a little bit and just kind of modernized the floor plan a little bit. And we recognized right away that the floor needed to be replaced. So we've been working for the last few months on figuring out, well, we're going to have to close down to do the floor, so what else can we get done? So we freshened up the walls, fixed the ceiling tiles, and did some things like that. But the primary goal was to get new floors in here because the old ones were dangerous.
Just clean it up, freshen it up.
Yeah.
Keeping some of the old.
Make it your own.
Right, we kept, it's a really, to me, it seemed like a good mix. We made sure we kept, the barnwood and the feel and the atmosphere that people were used to, but we also kind of cleaned it up, freshened it up to where you also walk in and you're comfortable and you know that you're in a really good place.
In addition, we also added a whole bunch of new TVs, games, lighting, a new sound system. So everywhere you're sitting, you're gonna be able to hear music clearly. You're gonna be able to hear any event we have going on clearly.
You can see the trivia questions on trivia
Yeah.
night, things
That's
like
important.
that.
Where do you see the Fischin hole here in the next couple of years? Like, what's kind of the future and the plans?
Kind of hard to do like a 5-year plan really when our short-term plan really has a lot to do with Amazon. Amazon's
Yeah.
coming in, so we know we're going to get busier and busier, and we're going to have to adapt as
More people come in medically.
come in, different kind of people are coming in. We'll have to adapt to that too. So I think that's most of our immediate long-term plan.
For me, the goals are, one, obviously want to maximize our capacity in here, but it's also a matter of expanding our presence in the community and being more involved in charitable organizations and business organizations and getting to know people out there more at all age groups and all generations right now. My impression of Medical Lake is most of that activity is done at the older age group, so if we can get more involved with the younger folks and get them to be actively involved in the community and partner with them to do that, I think that's a good way for us to expand our footprint too.
Yeah, that's great. Those are all be part of the community. That's the first thing you talked about, and I see that with you guys a lot.
I'm also hoping to expand in, and we're going to be playing with ideas over the next few weeks, working with Lakeland Village to maybe do some lunch catering. We're calling it catering because it would only be business to business. We really don't have, we're not set up, and our kitchen isn't designed to go into residential, delivery. But we've realized that this is a small community, but during the day, the foot traffic is more business. So it's your business, the business people need taking lunch and that sort of thing. We're gonna test it out with Lakeland Village because
Cool.
we've got a lot of people asking for it from there.
Yeah.
And they're a huge employer here in town, so we wanna be able to answer that and see if we can help them out and have a
Yeah.
good lunch.
So what kind of specials, do you have like a weekly special? Do you have different times of the month things come up?
We have a daily special every day. It changes throughout the week, and then we do add specials here and there for special events or something. Like we have live music, so we'll run specials on that sometimes. Holidays, anything like that. But every day of the week, we do have a different special.
Nice, and we'll feature that as well on there, on our video. What menu item, drink, food, doesn't you don't have to pick one or the other. You can do both. But what's kind of one item that you guys would hang your hat on here at the Fischin Hole Saloon?
I think everybody raves about the burgers.
Nice.
Yeah.
You had mentioned the bacon. I know that you like the bacon that's on
Oh
those
yeah,
too.
oh yeah. The hamburgers are a huge hit. Well, they're a half-pound patty, and they're made fresh, and I don't know. It seems to be what's bringing people back.
Yeah.
Every single time they tell everyone about the burgers, and I even overheard one person telling a friend that he'd brought in, never been in before. And they asked, hey, how's their burger? And he said, they're not just the best in town, they're the best in Spokane.
Okay.
So it made me feel really,
Yeah.
really proud because we care about the quality of our food.
Sure.
We have a wide range of drinks. I did introduce a smoked old fashioned that we were doing for a while here. I worked at Dave & Buster's for a while, so I brought a lot of those specialty drinks into here. I like to be able to find what somebody drinks normally, and then maybe give them some more options that they might like
Go
as
around
well,
that.
and go in front of that.
Hey, if anyone's got a drink challenge, he's up for it.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
We're also known for our tomato soup during lunch.
Okay.
People come in just for that.
Yeah.
Grilled cheese and tomato soup seems to be a good standard no matter what time of year it is.
Okay, and so lunch. So you want to briefly just touch on your hours?
We open at 11 o'clock 7 days a week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're open till 1 a.m., Sunday till 9, and then the rest of the week we're open till 11 o'clock.
Hopefully you kind of get your name out in the community, and the community starts to come in here, and it's kind of a reciprocated effect. And I also like to talk about if there's any requests for any other type of interviews around Medical Lake. We'd be happy to facilitate that if you want to click on the request an interview button on the right side of the page. And I appreciate the Fishers here for taking time and introducing us to the Fish and Hole Saloon and the nice new updates and upgrades that they've done. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Appreciate it.